Hey, it's Nathan with Crazy Eye Marketing, and today we're going to talk about Facebook ads, in particular Facebook ad content. Now, if you're looking on instructions on how to actually launch the ad, I'll have videos for that up above or down below, depending on where you're watching this video. So if you want technical instructions for setting up the ad, look for one of those videos. But if you want to learn about Facebook ad copy and content, watch this video. So let's get into it. So when doing Facebook ads, there's basically two things you need to focus on. There's the hook versus the offer. And the hook is the main benefit simplified, and the offer is what you're actually offering. So this could be an article, a video, a lead magnet, a strategy session, a product or service, or something like that, right? So for instance, 4-Hour Work Week is the hook, and then the offer then is the book that you can buy. 1,000 Songs in Your Pocket is the hook, and then of course the offer is the iPod. Another hook is Big Profits from Small Stocks, and the offer is Penny Stock Newsletter. And then we got Eat More, Way Less as the hook, and the offer is a training newsletter. And then we have hashtag MAGA, Make America Great Again, and this was for presidency. So as you can see right here, the hook and offer can work with most any type of offer, everything from selling a book to a newsletter to an iPod to a training to presidency. All advertising efforts usually have some sort of hook and some sort of offer, so that way you hook somebody in and then you show them what you're offering, right? So moving on here, this is essentially what your Facebook ads will look like. So let's go through it real quick. We've got text copy. So this is the stuff up here. I tried to point with my finger and you wouldn't be able to see that. So we got text copy up here above the ad, and inside this text copy, you would either have either short form or long form, or you could probably have medium form if you really wanted to. So short form, of course, is, a couple of lines, one line of text, whereas long form is, those posts you see that are paragraphs upon paragraphs of text. And both versions can definitely work. Sometimes long form ads work very well, other times short form ads work very well. But in order for a long form ad to work well, you need to be legitimately good at writing copy. If you are not good at writing copy, or you don't hire a good copywriter to write these ads out, well, it's not going to perform well. However, like a very well done long form copy ad versus a short form ad, the long form ad will likely win, assuming that the copy is good. If it's bad copy, no one's going to read it and it's not going to perform, right? Makes sense. And inside this text copy, you want to go ahead and uncover the hook. So again, that main benefit simplified. And then you want to lead into the offer with a call to action. So what you're actually trying to get somebody to do. You want them to click over to read your article. You want them to click over to opt in, to download your lead magnet. Do you want them to go sign up for a webinar? Do you want them to go buy a book? Do you want them to go buy training? What do you want them to do? So that's your offer / call to action. And then the headline, which is this area right here underneath of the image. This usually reflects the offer itself. So this would be, the book or the newsletter or whatever it is that you're trying to get somebody to buy or request. You typically mention that in the headline. Now you don't have to. You could mention the hook if you wanted to, but typically it's the offer. And then the image or video, so this area right in here, typically reflects the hook. So that's the main feature simplified, or the main benefit simplified. Alternatively, you can of course show the offer here. So a lot of times in e-commerce, they'll show the product here. And in that case, they're showing the offer, they're not showing the hook, right? So you can switch this up, split test it, see what works best for what you're trying to sell. And in terms of coming up with copy and content ideas, there's a ton of different places to do this. If you don't want to come up with anything off the top of your head, you can go to facebook.com and go to a page of one of your competitors and look at the info and ads section. It's a new section on Facebook, but if you're on a page, you'll find this info and ads section on the left-hand column. You click on that, it'll show all of the advertisements that page is running. So you can get a good idea of what ads are running and how well they're working and things of that nature. So you can get a lot of good ideas there, and you can at least know what your competition is doing. So that way you could at least use that as a starting point. Another place you could go ahead and find creatives for inspiration is adespresso.com/ads examples. and they have like 50,000 ads you could go ahead and search through and see how well they're performing. Like you can get social data on them, so you know if there's a lot of likes or shares and things of that nature. You can see that on Ad Espresso, so you get some good ideas there to see what is or isn't working. And then there's also swipe.co, which is a website that breaks down different Facebook ads and other copywriting in general. So it breaks down newsletters and sales pages and opt-in pages and things of that nature too. But there are Facebook ads on there, and it breaks down like what's good about the ad, what's bad about the ad, etc. So it can give you a lot of ideas on how to create your ads. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to explain the idea behind setting up a Facebook ad, the difference between hook and offer, and where they go when setting up your ad, so that way you can implement it. And if you need some inspiration, don't forget to check out these resources mentioned here because they're very helpful. All right, thanks.